Morning, my lovelies. I am putting myself together. My skin is really not happy at the moment. I don't really know why. And I feel like the forehead area is like stress spots. Willow, I don't really want you to sit there licking me. It's Wednesday today. Not the weekend just gone, but the weekend before I did have a very stressful 4 days purely because of my period. And I never usually get that stressed, and usually my emotions and things are only really affected for a day or two, I would say. But yeah, I just felt really over the top stressed. So maybe it's now coming out in my skin. I don't know. But yeah, I am just straightening out my hair to just make it look a bit more put together, because last time I washed it, I put too much styling product in it before it dried. And then it kind of cheats you out of washing it because you need to wash it again straight away, but I'm not going to do that. It just doesn't look clean. I don't know if I will keep it down, but we're going to keep going. I have a little house update for you. Quick recap in case you're new. My boyfriend and I are in the process of buying our first ever home, and we are literally right at the end. I can't remember what I last updated you on, but basically we were sorting out some documents with a help to buy ISA that I was saving in, which I'm not gonna lie, that was quite a pain. Like, you don't even get that much for doing it, but free money is free money, so I'm not complaining. So that has all been done. Now we are currently waiting on the contract to be sent over from the seller's solicitors. Meanwhile, our solicitors are also going over the, I don't know if it's searches or surveys or both, that we bought from some people who already did them on this house, so we didn't need to like buy them from scratch anyway. I think we're gonna have dates very soon to work towards on closing, so we really are at the last stage now, which is so mad, and I'm so excited. I really don't want to put much makeup on because I want to kind of let my skin breathe, but I also just want to look a bit more alive. Like, I feel like my skin just looks dead at the moment. So I literally just use that to add a bit of shade it back into my face, because if I just use the concealer, then my face is going to go really flat, like a giant moon with zero colour or dimension. So at least that's a tiny bit of something. For brows, I'm just going to whack this through. It's the Take a Brow Brow Gel by Barry M. I scrape loads of it off though, because it just holds so much. And I don't know who is whacking that straight on their eyebrows without it looking like bushiest bush I've ever seen. Easter weekend has just finished. And I hope that whatever you did, you enjoyed it. Woody has come to join me. Hello, child. You were so sweet. I might be wrong, but I feel like unless you have kids, you just don't really do anything on Easter. Which kind of sucks, because it kind of makes me think, like, just because you've grown up, why would you stop doing things, you know? And I'm quite certain that whenever we do have kids, I will for sure be celebrating Easter and be doing my own little Easter egg hunts like I used to have when I was little. Anyway, I'm going to take this out in a sec, and we are going to go through my Gymshark order this month. I'm really excited to try these bits on. But how am I supposed to get up when he's looking like this? The sweetest boy. How am I supposed to move? Moment of truth to see if this was all worth it. I don't even think I own dry shampoo. Like, that's just not a thing for me anymore. Okay, I think we can manage for a little while, but this is probably going to go up relatively soon. Okay, we are about to go through this month's Gymshark order, which before we do, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's used my code or link recently in or out of the Gymshark sale. You guys are the best. I think the sale's still on actually, so definitely check that out. And just FYI, my code Marnie here usually gives 10% off, but during this sale, it might be over, I don't know. It doesn't give an additional discount, unfortunately, but it does still support me as a content creator and my partnership with Gymshark. Okay, try on time. I do not feel great, like really quite bloated a lot recently. I don't know what it is. Not feeling my best to be doing this, but I'm so excited, I don't really care. We have got some brand new releases and also a couple bits that have been out for a while that I think are still pretty new, but I've had my eyes on them because they just look stunning. We're gonna start with the new stuff. I did actually try this one on very briefly when I first got the parcel a few days ago, just to check it was the right size, because this is a one piece. I'm so excited. I love this. I hope Gymshark keeps bringing these out because they are just everything. We are starting strong. I am so in love with this. I have a very similar one piece from Gymshark that is full length, but if you guys follow me, you would have seen me wearing it. And it's so super comfy, but it's not supportive in any way. I would say it's a very like, not loose, because it's like tight to your skin, but it's not like fitted, if you know what I mean. So personally, I'd prefer to like lounge around in that or layer it up for going out in, but I wouldn't really wear it to the gym. Whereas this feels like fully supportive. It feels like the bra is supportive, the waist is, the shorts are. It's beautiful. The back is stunning. It's a really nice lightweight material, so it sculpts the glutes nicely, and as you can see, we've got a lot of back on show. These long straps as well are adjustable. What do we think? I'm obsessed. So next up we have a very beautiful lavender kind of set that I'm not going to do justice holding it up. So we're going to try it on together. I'm really excited to see how this fits. Oh my gosh. This is so stunning. Like, what a unique colour. It's a very muted greyish lilac-y lavender. I love my bright colours, but I just do reach for more muted colours more often, and I find that I can mix and match muted colours easier. Starting with this little top, I actually have this in an extra small. I think I'm in between with Gymshark sizing. Like, mostly I'm a small, but some things extra small is better. Like Sweat Seamless, I find runs a little bit big, so I would be an extra small in that. With this, I think I can fit into both. So the long sleeve top is an extra small. It fits beautifully. The sleeves are nice and long, so I can cover my hands, which a lot of people like that, so I know that's going to be a win. We've got this stunning crossover detail in the front, which I think is so flattering. It's so comfy. There's no like digging in. It's a very lightweight material. The back is just plain. Absolutely gorgeous. Very glad I went for an extra small. As for the shorts, I stuck with what usually works for me with Gymshark, which is a small. It definitely works. I'm not sure whether an extra small would have been better, but I like the fit of this, so I'm not going to overthink it. We don't have a seam in the front. We've got the crossover detail again. Super flattering. I feel like if you're someone who is a little bit self-conscious of your waist, or you feel like you don't have much shape, that's basically how I feel. Items like this with the V shape and they sit higher on the hips kind of gives the illusion that your hips are wider. I think it's just really, really flattering. And also I find that this kind of shape is better for when I'm bloating. So if you do get bloated often, I would go for this because it's not just a straight line cutting you in. It's kind of more forgiving. I'm on the verge of like sneezing right now, so sorry if I sound really weird. Yeah, I feel like they are slightly on the big side. I could probably get away with an extra small, but these are fine. Cover the glutes, they sculpt the glutes nicely. Again, like a really nice lightweight material, like the one piece. Squat proof wise, you can't really see the squat I just did in the mirror, but Definitely nothing is coming through there. It's such a beautiful fabric. It's so soft. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get these on. I don't have the matching bra, so I've got this white one on we're going to try it on with. Fingers crossed it's everything I imagine it to be, because this, I've seen it on so many people and I just think it's something special. I'm sorry, but what the heck? Why these aren't more raved about, I don't know. Like, I do see them on quite a few people, but these are like probably one of my favourite leggings ever from Gymshark. There's something about how stretchy they are. Like, they literally hug you so amazingly. The details are so flattering, and I'm obsessed with this colour combination. Just so gorgeous. Like, look how flattering that is. I'm sorry, but that just makes my bum look so much better than it is. It goes around the glutes, it's above the glutes, all down the sides of the legs, and it somehow is like really sculpting and holding me in without pushing on my bloated belly. Even the details down here on the shin. Oh, I wish there were more colours of this. There are a few, and you guys, while the sale is on, I might have to go treat myself to them. Also love this little like logoing across the top. I'm taking forever on this, so we are gonna move on swiftly to the last set that I have. I am freaking out that I actually own these, because I've had my eyes on these for so long. Look how stunning this pattern is. And we've got a cross front bra. I think we're gonna end this one on a high. Seamless is just always the way to my heart. On par with the last leggings. I do love those first two items. / 3 items, but seamless just makes me feel a certain way. Like, the way it just sits on your body is so comfortable, so flattering. This knitted kind of material is stunning. Also, I love that you can kind of feel that texture. The bra is supporting me up to the moon. Like, my girls aren't going anywhere. This is a size small, and I could probably size up. But it's nice to have a really high support option. It's really comfortable, really flattering. I love the back. And the leggings, sculpting on the glutes. These are such a nice thickness. They're gonna be nice and squat proof. I am very, very pleased with this. Potentially one of my favorite sets I own. You can bet that I am gonna be wearing this a lot. Little FYI, if you ever need help deciding what to get from either Gymshark or Riderwear or even Physique, because I do work with Physique as well, please feel free to reach out. You are not alone, and I know the struggle, and that is my job, to know what I'm talking about with certain collections. So feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help. Let's continue with my day, because later I'm attempting air dry clay for the first time ever, and I am so excited. In fact, I'm saying later, I might have to go do it now. It looks like I've just gone and made tea and sat straight back down, but I actually had some late breakfast, and I've changed into my arts and crafts jumper. What is this hair doing? Like, I can't reach it. We are about to try air dry clay for the first time. I've set up some baking paper on the desk because I've seen that this can be really difficult to clean off. Quick little backstory, if you are new or you just like don't watch all my vlogs, basically I have been falling in love with the dream of doing like homemade ceramics and pottery, completely handmade, like hand built, not using a potter's wheel. I would love to try a potter's wheel one day, but I'd really love to try making like rustic handmade looking things like mugs, jugs, plates, all sorts. So yeah, I'm gonna try firstly with some air dry clay, which is the first time I've ever used it, so I'm really, really excited. I need to set you down. I haven't like fully watched a tutorial or anything, so I'm just gonna go with the rough things I've seen. I've got a bowl of water to kind of keep the clay dry so that it's moldable, help me smooth it out a little bit. I've also got the sponge to help me smooth bits out, and a cloth to like clean up my hands if I need to. And I think that's it. Like everything else I'm just gonna do it with my hands. So I've got a kilo here, and I'm thinking of making a mug or two and a plate. I don't really know. I don't even have scales to weigh it out. Oh, it smells really interesting. Like, do I need to weigh this? I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna take some off and we're just gonna go from there. I'll just add or remove if I need to. Covering this back up so that it doesn't start drying. This is our lump we're gonna work with. I think what I have to start doing is like loosening up the clay. So like knead it like it's dough. Just pass it between my hands. Warm it up a bit so it's a bit easier to move. I hope this is right. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, I should probably actually follow a tutorial and teach myself. How do I know if it needs to be more wet? Like, these are things that I'm just gonna have to keep practicing. I did actually buy some Mod Podge so that I could put some sort of sealant on it and give it a finish to see what it would look like, but I first of all I'm going to just play around with the clay a bit and actually create a shape, let it dry, and then hopefully I'll use some water to reactivate it and I can start again with the same piece of clay. Right, that feels way more moldable now. So I think what I need to do is get it into cylindrical shape. And then, good thing I bit my nails down. Like, I'm in a bad habit of biting my nails, but it's actually helping me out because it'd be really annoying if my long nails were getting in the way right now. So now we want to stick a hole in the center and slowly push it out into a mug shape. Why am I getting a split? I guess I'll just squeeze that together if that happens. I'm just wetting my fingers actually because this feels like it should be a bit more wet in my opinion. In my very non-professional opinion. We're getting a cup shape, guys. How people make that look cute, I don't know. I've got a hole in the bottom. I'm literally just gonna crush it and start again. I think I'm gonna play some music while I get to grips, and I will chat to you when I've got something to say.
Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. Just stay the night, then you leave when it's like nothing wrong, it's alright with you. No ties, no price.
Wow, look at that. That's so good.
I need to make a handle now.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
Don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel. As long as you can show me a good time. I don't need promises, honestly, no big deal.
Okay, the pot / mug has been made. I'm quite happy with that for my first proper attempt. And I thought I'd make a really cute little stumpy handle. Like this. Do you know what I'm gonna do a bit smaller? I'm gonna score some bits in here to give it something to hold on to. And then I'll also score this bit, add some water as well to help seal it, hopefully. We just push, like, what have I done there? Get some extra clay to put around the joins, which looks like it's gonna ruin it, but we like blend it out. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. Right, before I leave it to dry, I am just gonna go around, try and perfect it a little bit. I do want to keep it looking imperfect, handmade and rustic, but I also want it to look like a decent mug. Like, my dream would be to make them and sell them, so I want to start with that intention of it being good enough to sell, which obviously, you know, at the start it's not going to be good enough to sell, but that's the point. I need to try to make it good enough to sell. Why is that so lopsided? That is a giant mug. It's also like not particularly round. That is so sweet. Can we see? It's really hard to give you like a good view of it. Do you know what? For my first ever mug, I'm really happy with that because it's a decent shape and it's got the like rustic vibe I wanted. So, how do you stop it just collapsing while it's drying though? Maybe I've made it too thin. That is what a normal mug looks like. So width-wise, it's pretty much the same, but it's a lot smaller. Right, we're just gonna accept it. I'm gonna put that to the side. And that is my first ever mug.
As long as you can show me a good time, I don't care. Oh, 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 oh. And the fanciest things couldn't make me believe in us. I'm here for pleasure, so don't you put pressure on me to give into us. All I need is short-term devotion. I don't wanna be so emotional. Just wanna dance, want a simple romance. Nothing more, nothing less from you. No ties, no price, no need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel. As long as you can show me a good time, I don't need promises.
Okay, I have to stop now because I've got to make us some lunch, but I've managed to make these 3 in about an hour. Obviously spent most of the time on this one, just like figuring it out. My first mug, which I love the shape of the handle, but now looking back, I obviously like just didn't add enough water, which I feel like anyone could tell you that, but it's all a learning curve, isn't it? So then I next made this one, which I was like, right, I'm just gonna use way more water, and as you can see, it's a lot smoother. So then I moved on to my second mug, which isn't perfect, but again, in comparison, so much better than the first one. It's a lot smoother. I think I got a better shape. It's a bit taller. Again, not perfect, but it's a really great first try, I think. Currently in the middle of cooking lunch. Actually, no. I pretty much just finished cooking lunch. So we've got paella, which is supposed to be risotto, but there was no risotto left. But I really don't know the difference. So paella, I did this last night, very similar, and Nate loved it. So he's asked me to do it for lunch. He's currently out getting blood removed because he's got too much iron. So this will be ready when he gets back. And then we've also got a mixture of mushrooms, black beans and broccoli in garlic and miso paste. So it's kind of like a Japanesey taste when you mix it all together. It's incredible. Okay Google, play Stronger Than Me.
I'm crazy, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side, and I was doing fine. I don't care, stronger than a lot better.
Lunch was lovely, and we ended up finishing the 3rd series of Stuff Let's Flats, which is so good. It's so funny. Made myself a hot water bottle because it's so cold at the moment. The sun is very on and off. So when it's sunny, it's actually quite warm. I've been going out in shorts like every day, but when the sun goes, it is cold. A little while later, I decided to like completely crumple up all the things that I did and just keep going with it, because Nate was like, but why let it dry to then reactivate it and go again? Like, it's not going to look any different when it's like dry and hard. So I might as well just keep going and learning and practicing constantly. So that's what I've been doing. Thoughts on my first day of trying it? I would say it's harder than it looks, and I really enjoyed doing it. So I'm really excited to like pull this out another day and set all this up. I've actually like worn a hole in the baking paper where I've been like kneading it so much. Stay tuned in my future vlogs to see that come back at some point. And as I've said previously, like the plan is to use regular clay in the new house and set up the little studio. I'm very excited, but it's nearly 6 and I need to take Willow out. I don't know where we're going to take her, and it's pretty windy, so I'm not planning to vlog it. And I'm also like starting to get really tired. I've still felt bloated all day and I wanted to do an ab workout. I was like, obviously that's not a good idea when my tummy is feeling like this, so we're gonna call it quits. I'm gonna end this vlog and I'm just gonna chill. After I've taken Willow out, I am just gonna get in my pajamas and chill. So why do I always set up a wonky camera? As always, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.